One of the most shocking aspects of Pope John XII's personal life involved allegations of incest. Historical sources suggest that the pontiff engaged in inappropriate relationships with female relatives, a transgression that went beyond the boundaries of societal norms and moral decency. In the annals of history, few figures have left a legacy as controversial and scandalous as Pope John XII Octavian, whose reign in the mid-10th century marked a period of unprecedented debauchery and moral decay within the Vatican. In this detailed exploration, we delve into the unspeakable things Pope John XII did during his tumultuous papacy, including his alleged exploits in matters of the flesh, familial improprieties, military conquests, and the mysterious events surrounding his death. Our story begins in the 10th century, a time when the papacy was not only a spiritual institution, but also a political one. Octavianus, later renowned as Pope John XII, entered the world as a member of the aristocracy, born to Alberic II of Spoleto, a patrician who proclaimed himself the Prince of Rome. His mother is believed to be Alda of Vienne, the daughter of King Hugh of Italy and stepsister to Alberic. However, historical records, notably those penned by Benedict of Siract, introduce an element of uncertainty. These sources propose that Octavian might have been the offspring of a concubine, casting a shadow of ambiguity over his birth year. Regardless, he was bestowed with the name Octavianus, a title resonating with imperial connotations, underscoring his family's ambitious aspirations for him. In 955 AD, Octavian became Pope John XII, ascending to the highest ecclesiastical office at an age when most are still finding their way in the world. This young pontiff's reign would soon be marked by a series of scandals that would go down in history. His youth and inexperience set the stage for a reign characterized by a disturbing blend of spiritual leadership and worldly indulgence. Pope John XII's reign quickly earned a notorious reputation for hosting orgies and engaging in acts of promiscuity within the sacred walls of the Vatican. The very residence meant to represent spiritual purity became a den of sin, with the pontiff himself participating in activities that scandalized both the clergy and the devout followers. The pontiff's sex life extended beyond mere debauchery. Historical accounts allege that Pope John XII engaged in relationships with married women, using his position to convince them that such affairs were sanctioned by the divine will. This manipulation not only violated the sanctity of marriage, but also showcased a brazen disregard for the moral teachings of the Church. One of the most shocking aspects of Pope John XII's personal life involved allegations of incest. Historical sources suggest that the pontiff engaged in inappropriate relationships with female relatives, a transgression that went beyond the boundaries of societal norms and moral decency. If true, these accusations would not only cast a dark shadow over the papacy, but also challenge the very foundations of moral authority within the Church. Pope John XII was not content with merely scandalizing the Vatican. He sought to expand his influence through military conquest. His reign was marked by a series of wars aimed at seizing territories for personal gain, a stark departure from the spiritual leadership expected of the Holy See. The Church, once a symbol of peace, found itself entangled in worldly conflicts under John XII's leadership. The scandalous reign of Pope John XII intersected with the political struggles of the time, particularly in his tumultuous relationship with Otto Procurin, the Holy Roman Emperor. John XII's alliances and actions drew the ire of Otto, leading to a significant political fallout. In 963 AD, Otto seized the opportunity to intervene, convening a council in Rome that resulted in the unprecedented deposition of a pope by secular authorities. This deposition marked a turning point in the history of the papacy, highlighting the erosion of moral authority under John XII's leadership and the intrusion of secular powers into the affairs of the Church. As if his life weren't scandalous enough, the events surrounding Pope John XII's death are shrouded in mystery and controversy. Conflicting historical accounts present two contrasting narratives, one suggesting that the pontiff met his demise, while engaged in sexual activities, potentially with another man's wife, and the other proposing a more violent end, involving a husband discovering the affair and beating the Pope before throwing him out of a window. The uncertainty surrounding the details of Pope John XII's death adds a sensational and unresolved element to an already scandalous narrative, leaving historians and scholars grappling with the true events that transpired during those fateful moments. The reign of Pope John XII Octavian stands as a dark chapter in the history of the Catholic Church. His scandalous actions, from debauchery within the Vatican to allegations of incest and military conquests, have left an indelible mark on the legacy of the papacy. The tale of Pope John XII serves as a cautionary reminder of the fragility of moral authority and the potential consequences when leaders deviate from the principles they are meant to uphold. Join us in our ongoing exploration of history's most intriguing and controversial figures as we uncover more untold stories in future episodes. Until then, may the lessons from the past continue to guide us in our understanding of the complexities of human nature and the institutions that shape our world.